Hi, my name is Christian Boutwell. I'm the Vice Chair of the Recreation Committee. I'll be giving this brief presentation on Article 10I on behalf of the Recreation Committee and the Recreation and Community Programs Department. The Recreation Committee, in collaboration with the Recreation and Community Programs Department, requests a total appropriation of $1,950,000, comprising $860,000 from CPA funds and $1,090,000 from the general fund for the end-of-life renovation of Lincoln Park Field Number 3 in fiscal year 2026. On the advice of the Community Preservation Committee, Town Council, the Town Manager, and the Finance Department, the surface carpet of an artificial turf system is not eligible for CPA funding, which is why the funding request for this project is split between CPA funds and non-CPA funds. This split funding approach has been used for similar athletic field projects, including the Lincoln Field Number 2 renovation, the Lincoln Field Number 1 renovation, the Center Track Field project, and the prior renovation of the Lincoln Fields 3, 1, and 2 in 2016 and 2015, respectively. The estimated project costs are as follows: design and engineering, $89,500, project management, $51,500, construction, $1,644,000, contingency, $165,000, for a total of $1,950,000, with the appropriation request of $860,000 from CPA funds and $1,090,000 from the general fund. There are two primary rationale for this project. Lincoln Field Number 3 was last renovated in 2016 with an expected lifespan of approximately 10 years. Annual inspection indicates the field is wearing as anticipated and is approaching the end of life. Lexington currently operates at a substantial deficit in available rectangle field hours relative to the demand in the community, and the anticipated Lexington High School building project is expected to reduce the availability of fields at Center Recreation Complex from approximately 2026 to 2030, which will exacerbate the existing field deficiency. In 2019, Recreation was asked to formally quantify athletic field needs in Lexington, and funding was approved at 2020 annual town meeting to hire an external consultant to conduct a comprehensive analysis of field supply and demand. In 2022, Weston and Sampson provided the results of their comprehensive analysis, including documentation of field demand, field supply, and options to address the supply deficiencies that they identified. Their study evaluated all athletic sites in Lexington, including an effective rectangle field inventory of 15 natural grass rectangle fields and 4 synthetic turf rectangle fields. According to the study, this field inventory can optimally support 21,600 hours of use per year, but is currently used for 27,700 hours per year due to the overwhelming demand for field space, and that does not meet all of the field space requests. They concluded that Lexington operates at a field deficit equivalent to approximately 8 large rectangle fields. The Lexington High School building project laydown area is anticipated to impact numerous fields at the Center Recreation Complex from approximately 2026 through 2030. Currently, the anticipated Center Recreation field closures are the Harold Crum football field, the junior varsity baseball field, the football field JV baseball overlay field, the Worthen Road practice field, and the Fitzgerald Little League baseball field. The Center Recreation Complex field closures associated with the LHS building project are projected to reduce rectangle field availability by approximately 1,000 field hours each year. We must ensure the optimal use of the fields at Lincoln Park to at least partially mitigate this addition to the existing rectangle field deficit in town. In considering athletic field materials, the Recreation Committee and the Recreation and Community Programs Department must balance multiple factors. And to assist us with that, in 2023, we convened an athletic playing surface working group comprising town staff from conservation, health, DPW, sustainability, and the chairs and other members from the Sustainable Lexington Committee and the Board of Health. The core materials parameters that the working group considers include athletic operations, weather resistance, surface stability or footing, durability, environmental health, impact on the waste stream, impact on wetlands, sustainability issues, human health, potential for heavy metal or PFAS exposure, allergens, as well as providing sufficient local fitness options, fiscal impact, costs of installation, of maintenance, staffing issues, equipment, site-specific factors, Lincoln Park landfill cap, impact on surrounding environment, as well as the town field inventory, reducing the field deficiency, balancing grass and turf. After evaluating these factors and considering the pros and cons of various materials, the working group reached a consensus that a field system composed of an artificial surface carpet and an organic infill material represented an acceptable compromise solution at Lincoln Park. This type of field is currently in use at numerous locations regionally, including towns within the Middlesex 12 High School Athletics League and at the Minuteman Regional High School. The working group developed specific language to be included in the project bid documents to address issues such as reducing the discard of materials, implementing a chain of custody of materials that must be discarded, and materials testing for chemicals and elements of concern, including PFAS. For the recently completed Lexington 1 project, the turf carpet manufacturer provided written documentation that there is no intentionally added PFAS to their products. In addition, testing was completed on the carpet directly after manufacturing for total organic flooring, which measured non-detect down to the limit of reporting of 3 parts per million. A typical LOR for consumer goods, the category that turf components fall into. In addition to total organic fluorine, the turf materials also underwent a target analysis for 40 specific PFAS compounds per the EPA method 537, and all components were non-detect at the limit of reporting of 0.06 parts per billion, which includes the 6 PFAS chemicals currently regulated by the state of Massachusetts in groundwater and soil. Similar tests were completed by the manufacturer for the Brock fill and Brock pad used at the field, with both products showing non-detect for total organic fluorine at 5 parts per million, and the targeted analysis at 0.94 parts per billion. We continue to evaluate best practices and anticipate taking a similar approach to the Lincoln Field Number 3 project. If town meeting approves this appropriation request, an estimated timeline for the project will be July 2025 funds released, summer 2025 design and engineering, fall 2025 Recreation Committee reviews and approves a project design, January 2026 public bid process, June 2026, the project mobilizes and field number 3 is closed. September 2026, the project is completed and field number 3 reopens. The anticipated renovation of field number 3 has appeared annually in the Recreation 5-year capital plan for the past 4 years, and as such has been included and discussed for multiple years in the annual town budget review process with the town manager, finance department, Capital Expenditures Committee, the Appropriation Committee, and the Select Board, and in this funding request year with the Community Preservation Committee. The use of an artificial carpet with an organic infill represents a considered and collaborative compromise solution that balances the athletic operations, environmental health, human health, fiscal impact, site-specific factors, and town field inventory. We ask for your continued support of the capital investment necessary to maintain these core fields at Lincoln Park that support the health and well-being of the community of Lexington. Thank you.